Back again with another video, and today I'm here to do a quick, this is going to be a quick video on the DDJ 1000. I've got my hands on the DDJ 1000. I did not get it for free. This was bought, and I bought it from Guitar Center. But unfortunately, when I got home, because I mean, this thing is sold out everywhere. This is the DDJ 1000. This thing is pretty much sold out everywhere in the world, sold out. So it's hard to get your hands on these things, and this is in the month of May. I'm shooting this video, so this thing is kind of sold out everywhere. I mean, you can't find it anywhere. So I got it from Guitar Center. They messed up my order one time, messed it up twice, and then they finally, some kind of magical way, they came up with one. So it took about a week and a half. Got here, went to the store, got it, and got home. First, it wasn't even in an official box. It was in some other kind of guitar box, so I was worried about that. I'm like, wait, this ain't a Pioneer box. So he opened the big box up, which I mean, I don't need to show you that, but it came in a big guitar box, and then inside the guitar box was the Pioneer box. So inside the Pioneer box, you know, when I saw the Pioneer box on top, and I'm like, okay, cool, so cool. Took it home, got home, and then I noticed that the box has already been opened. And I'm like, okay, there's no tape. You know, I can't give you guys an official unboxing because the tape has already been cut. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to trip on that. And so I said, let me just look inside. So I looked inside. The styrofoam's all busted up, meaning somebody had already took it apart. The cords is just thrown in the box. So I'm like, okay, yeah, this is not going to work. So I paid full price for this thing, which is $1,100, $11.99, and they gave me a used one. So that's not going to work. So basically, I got to take this thing back to Guitar. But what I wanted to do is a real quick run through on size comparison. Like, a lot of people talk about this controller, but nobody talks about the things that I want to talk about, which is size comparison. Size comparison is a big thing for me because compared it to the RD. So this is the XDJ RX2. This is the DDJ 1000, and this is the DDJ SX1. It's not the SX2, but the SX1 and 2 is the same size. So basically, right now I have a nice bag, which is my what is that bag called? Fusion. My Fusion DJ controller bag, which is a really great bag. I've been having it for a long time. It's worked perfectly for this thing. Slides right in, throw it on my back. I can put laptop, I can put cords and all kind of other stuff on there. You can look at my Fusion DJ Fusion bag in my videos. I got that on there, so you can check that out. Works perfectly for this. Now I was hoping that this will fit this. So nope, because this thing is slightly, if you look at it, let me slide it up, slightly bigger. It's the same height, but it's slightly wider. You can see that it's slightly wider. So it's a little bit wider, just a tad bit wider. And this thing is a lot bigger. So I got a case for this, which is I got this Pioneer hard case for it, and I was hoping, well, maybe this thing can fit inside of there. Nope, doesn't work. Too small. So it's too small. It's not even the right height. If you see how tall that is, the XDJ RDX2 is tall. So the case is deep, so it's not going to work for that. This thing will just slide around in the case. So right now I don't have a case for this DDJ 1000. I'm taking it back anyway because I'm going to get a new one. They're going to order me a new one, and I just have to wait till the new one come on. But anyway, I did get to hook it up. I did get to run through it, play with it. Hands down, this is probably the best controller I ever had. And I'm going to explain to you why. The reason why is because they got rid of these things. I hate the touch sensitive platters. I hate them with a passion. Some of you guys might like them. I don't like them at all. Now you might say, well, why'd you buy that? Well, I got that one because I wanted to use that for standalone DJ purposes. This is for laptop purposes. Standalone DJ, laptop. Okay, so standalone DJ purposes, that's fine. That's a good thing for it. Touch platters doesn't really make a difference, but it does irritate me. And to the point it irritates me is because in my basement, which is where my studio is at, these controllers do not work in my studio. I've called an electrician. I try to get the ground done. Everybody comes to my house, say your ground is fine, your electrical work fine, but for some reason, when I'm in here DJing, these touch platters, it doesn't register my hand touch to it, so it doesn't work in my basement. This, on the other hand, perfect. Works perfect. No problems. I don't have to worry about no touch sensitive. It has a full size platters on it. It has adjustable spin on them where you can adjust the jog. It got the jog adjust just like if you were using a Nexus 2000. It has the same type of effect. Now you may say, well, the SZ has the same thing. It does. The SZ has the same thing, but the SZ controller is bigger than this thing. It's huge. And if you're going to go with a huge controller like that, you might as well go ahead and get two CDJs in the mixer. To me, that just makes sense to me. You might as well do away with the controller and go ahead and go get yourself two CDJs, 2000 and a mixer. Because the Z going to cost you $2,000 anyway. Save up, get the whole system. Plus you can get the CDJs for probably $1,000, $1,100 a piece, and then you can get that mixer for about $1,500 maybe, you know. Or you can get the S9 mixer, which is even better, and then you don't even need the pads. So, which is these pads, because the S9 comes with the pads on it. So, why I like this controller is small. It's a tad bit bigger than this. It's still small enough where you can move around with it. It has a full-size jog wheels, and they're not touch sensitive. The SZ has touch sensitive platters, so that would not work in my studio. Or maybe here's another thing that I have a problem. When it's cold, these things don't want to work properly neither when it's cold. So if you in a cold club, or you just coming from, like if these things been sitting outside in your cold car and you go in the club, they're not going to work. They're going to give you problems. They're going to have problems and issues. So these are not going to have issues, not going to have problems. They're not touch sensitive. They're going to work in any environment. Perfect for me. Now, for you, it may be something different, but they work perfect for me. The microphone on here is superb. Supreme microphone. Microphone on here, trash. Microphone on there, it's good. It's pretty good. But what makes this more supreme, because all effects. All your effects, which this thing has a digital. This is probably the first digital effects bank I've seen. You can't see it now because I don't have it plugged up, but this is a digital effects bank just like on the Nexus mixers. This is the first one that has been digital like that. I've never seen a digital mixer with the LCD screen that, you know, you can control it and do different things with it on a controller. So that's another plus. The SZ has this, but it is not digital. It's not a digital thing. They do have the selector thing, so you can select the effects, but it does not have a digital. But the SZ is out anyway because it has touch-sensitive platters. Touch-sensitive platters don't work for me. So it may work for you, but it don't work for me because I can't use it in my studio. I can't practice on it. I have to take it upstairs in the kitchen or the dining room, and it irritates my wife. So can't use it in my studio. Can't use it. So I have barely got any use out of this thing, because I had some gigs lined up to do house and techno that kind of fell through. So I'm only going to use that controller for that purposes. I can't practice on it because it doesn't work in my studio. But now that these both are Recordbox controllers, this works in my studio, and it's flawless too. I really had fun playing with this thing. Like yesterday, I was playing with it yesterday night when I got it home, and it was I'm gonna have fun with this thing. Only thing I wish it was Serato. Oh, that would be just too good. If this was a Serato controller, holy Jesus, it would be a wrap. This would be the best controller, hands down. Now, since it's Recordbox, I'm still on the fence with Recordbox because I'm to a point right now. You know, I had to port over my hard drive, and the way I look at my files, because I look at my files by dates. The dates are not going to stay there, so everything is like added whatever day I added. So I can't look at new music, you know, because that's kind of how I pick out songs. Like, okay, what did I add last week? Let me look through that really quick and see, you know, stuff I don't know that I haven't been playing a lot. I could just look at what's currently I just added. So that kind of bums me out, but I'll figure it out. It's not a big deal. For that price, just to have this controller to work in my studio, and I can just grab it at any time and not have to get on my dreadful turntables, you know, to do like mixes. I do mixes for different radio stations and stuff, and sometimes I have to do them on my dreaded turntables. Oh my God, pray for me. You know, I could do it. I can get down. I just can't get busy because I'm not I'm so used to using CDJ. I started using the CDJ 700s, you know, just the flip top joints, you know, like long time ago. I've been using CDs for since Pioneer been putting them out. And I've been with Pioneer for a long time. I pretty much only use Pioneer brand. Now I did have the Newmark NS7, which I love that. Only thing I hated about that joint was just too heavy. Other than that, that was a top-notch controller. Very, very perfect. Did everything I needed to do. So that's the only one I swear with got away from. But other than that, it's been Pioneer all day long. So I've been a very good Pioneer loyal customer. And I've been having all eight joints. Now I'm into the controller things. Controllers is good. I love the portability of these things, and they always work. I've never had them fail on me. So, and I've been using this thing since it came out. So you go do the math on that. Pioneer DDJ SX. I've been using it since day one. As soon as it came out, I bought it, and I had it since then. And I've been doing plenty of gigs with it and paid for itself multiple times. This thing here. This Recordbox thing, this is going to be my next controller that I'm going to use on a daily basis. Only thing about it is I just got to get my music together in Recordbox, get my everything, my drops and all that stuff together, and then I'm going to use that. And then once I line up some more gigs for this house stuff, which I could do house on that too, not a problem, but like standalone, you know, where I can just show up in a club. I may even start using that for hip-hop stuff too. It just kind of depends. Once I get my crates together in Recordbox, I'm going to use these two controllers more often. So I'm definitely going to be using this 99% of the time, and 10% of the time that one when I just need to show up with just a USB stick. So there you go. So I just want to do that really quick comparison on that. And did I say about the mic is super good? Yeah, the mic is super good, and you're able to use any effect, both the effects on the microphone. I had some fun playing with that. So you can use some of the effects like the Enigma Jet. Oh my God, play with that. That's fun. That is some freaky stuff. And the flanger. I don't know if you listen to Brother Lynch. He got one song on there. This is old school hip hop. He had one song on there when he had this kind of echoey sound. I was always wondering how he did that. Now I know he used a heavy flanger on that. So there you go. That's just a little something for me, you know, for my hip hop heads out there. If you like Brother Lynch, there you go. But anyway, it's a 12-minute video. I did not mean to go 12 minutes on this video, you guys. But this is my, would you say, unboxing? I mean, unboxing is kind of dumb anyway. I mean, all you're going to do is see the controller, the plastic, and the styrofoam that it came into. Who cares about that? You want to get the meat and potatoes. Once I get the new version in, I'm going to do a detailed report on it again, kind of go over it again, show you guys all the brightened colors and the screens and stuff like that, because this thing's have screens in it. That's another thing that no other controller has. So right now, number one controller, hands down. I don't think no controller out there is going to top that one. So you can, and I'm going to take that to the bank. If it was Serato, it would definitely be number one. But since it's Recordbox, a lot of people are not on Recordbox yet. So you just got to fight through it. Hopefully Pioneer might be nice enough to drop out a controller similar to this or better with the I don't know how they can even make it better. I don't even know how they can make it better, because this is it. They just need to do it over and make it compatible with Serato. And there you go. Because everybody's really, probably 75% of the world is on Serato. And then you got 20% on Record DJ and 10%, you know, on Virtual DJ, or 5% on Virtual DJ or whatever. So there you go. All right, this is just my video. I'm out, and I'll be back with more video once I get everything lined up and get my new one from Guitar Center. Guitar Center!